Corey, that was a very, very impressive victory for you, man. I got to ask how you felt out there.
I felt good, to be home. New Jersey is my new adopted home, as you hear him keep saying. I got a house here, my wife's here, my family's here. It felt good to do it in front of my home crowd, in front of my team, and just lead the pack off with Frankie and that. Frankie Figher sent me a text earlier before I left and said, "Saw this off right, kid," and that's all I needed to hear.
Very cool.
I debuted with Frankie on the card, and I just feel something fighting with Frankie, being with Frankie, who's my mentor, just means so much to me. And I did it.
Technically, you look so good this evening. The boxing, the wrestling. You talked earlier this week about going back to basics and really kind of, just focusing on that. Do you feel like, that was responsible for how you performed this evening?
100%. It ain't just like I didn't wake up and just naturally develop these skills. It was my coaches to put time into it. Yeah, I get the shine because everybody saw me in the cage, but, I give credit to all my coaches, Nick Catone, Mark Henry, Ricardo Almeida, Brian Wright, Brian Blue, Keith Wise. The list goes on. So many people that helped me coming off of 2 losses because they knew what they see me. They know how great I can be. And just everybody wanted to take time to make sure I developed what I needed being so young, and forever thankful to everyone in my corner.
Was this important for you? Knowing all the effort that you put in, knowing all the work they put in, was it important for you to go out and have a performance like that to know, hey, yes, I am capable of being this guy?
100%. It was very important. I needed to get this, Coming 0-2, you hear the people say, "Oh, Corey is washed up. He started off hot. Now he lost his chin. This and this." Truth be told, it never was my chin. You look at all my shots, the fights where I lost. I never got rocked from a hit on the chin. It was always temple shots or the kick that wrapped around my head and the neck. Those shots nobody can take. I had to go out there and redeem myself and let people know, like all that, like the song said. Hold on, wait a minute. Y'all thought I was finished? I just let people know, you really thought this was it for Corey? I'm too young for this. I love this, and I'm gonna do this till there's no more time.
Pat has always been durable, man. He showed toughness again. Was he tougher than you expected? Because you had him hurt.
Yeah, like I told my coach, it was impressive how tough he was. I hit him with 2 flying knees, the uppercut from the get-go. He was on the cage, and I seen his eyes wasn't in it. And I'm hitting him with mean hooks and uppercuts, and he would ride. I think, oh, he's going down, and he'd come right back. And it was like, his eyes was never fully recovered, but he just would not go out, and that's tough as shit.
Was there anything personal about tonight? He had said, you guys were supposed to fight before, and he was like, "Oh, I like that matchup. Let's make sure we keep it together and reschedule." Was any part of you having a little chip on your shoulder? Why is this guy picking me out?
I've had a chip on my shoulder since he called me in 2014, I won the Ultimate Fighter, then John Anik announced he called me out, Me being young, he thought that was a target, and then the fight got lined up, and I felt like he pulled out. He got an infection in his leg 3.5 weeks out. I've had infections before. It don't take that long to recover. He could have wrestled and came back. So then I also felt like he was responsible for my loss the last fight. So I need to give him that. He had to get this business. Like my boy said, they don't want this sauce, bro. They all think they want it, but when you give it, they realize they didn't want it. And I had to let them know, you called out the wrong one. I'm your huckleberry. You're going to get the ass whooping you asked for.
The last thing for me, I want to know what's next, because you talked about it. You're still young in your career and you feel like you're still developing. So, is it a situation where you want to take a little bit of time off, keep improving those skills, or do you feel like you want to book something right away and build on the momentum?
Right now, Monday morning, me and my wife, we're going on a honeymoon. We got married on Valentine's Day, and she's so about this with me that she knew I just got to fight, and she waited. She said, "You know what, you handle your business, and then after your fight, we're going on a honeymoon." She wanted the honeymoon, but she was willing to take that sacrifice for me. So now it's time for me to sacrifice some time for her. We're going to go to Spain, enjoy that. I got some hunting trips coming up with my father, things like that. When all that's done, I'm right back in the gym. Wherever they call me, I'm ready to go, like I said on the mic. But on my way out the cage, I saw Misha Krishnov, whatever the fuck his name is, excuse my language, sitting there. He had that look on his eye like it'll be a good fight between me and you. I looked at him and pointed. If he wanted, we got it. So if Dana White and them say, "Yo, you and Misha, whatever it is, July 7th, whatever the date, you book it, you call me. I don't turn down nothing."
For your Jersey guy now, do you feel kind of the extra buzz in the arena, especially because UFC hasn't been to this arena in a long, long time? Could you kind of feel the little extra kick from the crowd tonight?
Oh, 100%. I seen the overtime shirts. You hear so many people say, "Overtime, OT, Corey." That's a great feeling, It's kind of like you see it on TV when the crowd starts chanting the hero's name or whatever. That's what it was like to me, because here, being in Jersey, the Iron Army area, Frankie Edgar's people, everybody out there knows Frankie, and they know me because of that, because I'm always with Frankie. And see so many people here cheering me on and supporting me like I was one of theirs, like I was born and raised like Frankie was. To treat me no different, that meant the world to me. To go out there and get the W, not just for me and my family, but for New Jersey.
Corey, it looked like you were having some fun in there by the end. Did you enjoy that fight by the end of it?
Of course, I enjoy every fight, even the ones I lose. It's fun, A lot of people don't get to feel this feeling that we feel. To step in that cage, to have the lights on you, to hear the crowd cheering from bouncing around, you can hear the wood bounce underneath you. In my head, sometimes I find a rhythm with that. time my footwork off that sound, kind of like making a beat in my head. I enjoy it, man, because our cage in the gym does the same thing. So if I get that same rhythm going, I know I'm on pace with what I want to do. And it's like I'm like beatboxing in my own head, just having fun, seeing the punches coming. All right, I've 1, 2, 3. Okay, now it's time. Boom, 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 ba, ba, ba. You know, I'm having fun. I'm having a blast. I love this sport. I love the life I live. And I wouldn't trade it for the world.
I think if anything was surprising, you didn't just beat him on the feet, you beat him in the wrestling as well, quite handily. What did you attribute that to?
I mean, my wrestling coaches, Nick Catone, Stephen Bradley, David Clem. You know, the list goes on. Tim Figher, Russ Davey. Everybody that helped me on my wrestling from the time I was in 3rd grade, Marty Kaiser, to now, to Nick Catone. You know, those guys, they always told me, even when I was in college, like, bro, you can beat anybody. Your takedowns. I was a takedown man on my team, the heavyweight on the team, leading the team every year in takedowns. That's hard to come by. A kid that weighs 260, getting more takedowns than anybody. So I know doing it in the fight game is simple. You know, because I don't have to get underneath you in your fight stance. I can just shoot through you. And everybody been saying, oh, Patrick Cummins, and everybody say he's the best wrestler. Oh, he's got the record for the takedown ratio, blah, blah, blah. That's because all he does is shoot. You know, I punch, I knee, I elbow, I do everything. So the point is to go out there and show, fuck Patrick Cummins. He ain't nothing but another opponent. I'm going to go out there and show who the real best wrestler is. And I got it done. 6 takedowns, 6 shots, 6 takedowns. You can't argue with them stats.